Hello everybody, hi everyone. I bought a pantry for $1,000, but it should be pretty interesting. Well, and that's how it looked in the photos. It can be seen that there are a lot of dusty boxes. And the winning bin was $940, plus the commission, the total will be $1,030. Looks like something old, and it should be pretty expensive dishes. 1, 2, 3. I see this lamp is pretty cool. Not bronze, but still pretty cute. Alright, what kind of dishes? Here's an old case. Wow. Vintage. It's empty, really, but... Okay, suitcase. That's for the lamp. You have to be really careful with it because it's already cracking. That's what kind of dishes is this? England. Pretty. Yeah, I think that it's going to be vintage straight, yeah. What is in this package? Some kind of glass. I don't know, I don't see anything special. This furniture is pretty interesting. So I see this one here. If there's another one, then it'll be possible to sell it. No legs, man. The desk's becoming more complicated. But the chair's pretty good. And some more glass. It's inexpensive. There are 2 doors here. You can open up this door and there'll be more light. There's some boxes over there. I understand that this will be more interesting on the shelves than over here. And here is an old photo. That's the sailboat that they caught. Look at the cool over there. Alright, and there's a bunch of old photos. Oh, that's so much better now, isn't it? And what about this side? What are these old albums? A bunch of old photos. Alright, it'd be better, of course, not to open it and wear the dirty gloves. I just suggest leaving it and then open it at home. Here's 1930. Wow, these are... What? It's a mug. Sterling Gorham silver. Put some coffee in there for yourself. Alright, what else is in there? One of the bits. Oh, spoons. One fork and 2 spoons. With names. Also silver. Silver is good. And there's some things in here. Oh, it's a baby rattle. Silver. Well, that is, she's such and such years old already. 100, 150, I don't know how many. Spoons. Silver. Also silver. It's a pretty good box. In here. Well, also, yeah, let's take a look. We're here on the high chair. It's going to be more convenient. Silver appliances. Hong Kong. Cups. And saucers under the cups. Hong Kong. Interesting. Also saucers, cups. And what is this? Salt and pepper. Also silver. A little salt and pepper fits, but maybe like 6 pieces. Well, in general, everything's really old. Good. There's some kind of generator down here. It's unclear whether it's working or not, but... Glass. And what do we got interesting in this box? I looked at it and I looked at the photos and there's another box inside the box. Oh. Damn, broken glass. Got a Rubik's Cube. I'm gonna get into one of those boxes over there. There's a lot here. Some kind of collectible stripes. And here, and here, and here. And they've all been lying around here for such a long time. Like 15 to 20 years. What are these plates here? And we got some documents. And I started so well with silver. And this? It's for a horse. Yeah? I don't know. What's in this old case? It's like really old attic. It smells like an old attic. Okay, some books. Gotta be careful. Alright, I'll just leave it tomorrow. We'll check it. So we arrived on the second day. We're going to take it all out. We're going to take all of this out now. Maybe this also works. Well, are we going to open up the boxes? We got some big chairs under some big ones. That's not bad. It's cute. Maybe we can sell it. These are some like 60s to 70s chairs, but it will definitely sell. Very cute model. Well, in principle, it will sell. It just might be cheaper than that. Although it is bigger and higher. I wanted to sell a small one for at least $300, but you took it and quickly sold it for 100, and I sold a large one for 60. What kind of Chinese compositions? Some kind of embroidery, but it looks like an old one. So these are packages under the glass. Canyon, Utah. I don't know. Maybe it's collectible. Or maybe not. Panama. Well, maybe they just traveled and collected them. We gotta check everything. It may be something that's expensive, that you don't really know about. 1984, 93, 88. You gotta put a patch on your shoulder right there. Parks, bridges, San Francisco, Alaska. Gold washes. Oh, that's badass. We can also dig up things. More stripes. Walt Disney. It's called patches. Patch. Let's say that a Walt Disney patch was sold somewhere for $15, some for $20, and somewhere for $50. Therefore, it is necessary to check everything out. So we got a continuation of Chinese compositions. Some more embroidery, and possibly hand embroidered. Maybe this is all like handmade. What is with these dishes? They got little birds like that. A lot. Viking. Handmade. Japan. Alcohol group. Yeah, it's fine. It's tested with alcohol. Everything is fine. The plates were for the appetizer special. It says stereo. Well, more precisely, it's written as stereo simply. So I think that they just meant stereo. 1E, more or less, Okay. We got a record player. Garrett. Okay. Well, we'll sit at home. Otherwise, I feel like I could break it. Yeah, it's just strong. Okay, what kind of photos are these? 80s, 85, 79, 78, 77, 76. Well, there we got some crystal. It's pretty nice. It's for like sweets or cookies. Some old film. 75, 77. What does that mean? Ah, right, there must be a tape recorder somewhere. More glass. And some, what's hidden in here? Nippon. That's plated. And what do we got over here? Yeah, silver plated. What kind of vase? Dynasty ivory. Cute, but not expensive. And what's this here? This is sterling. This is silver. Kirk and Son Incorporated. You just need to clean it, and that's it. A good find. You gotta wrap it up here so that nobody scratches it. What kind of scratchables are we gonna have, right? More dishes? Maybe some more silver. There's some kind of brand, but it's not really written on here. Well, it is. It's here, but it says sterling. Please. Some initials. Aw. There we go. Whoa, what kind of find we got. Alright. Everything needs to come out of here. Mice came to visit. It's been lying there for a very long time. 1023. How is that not silver? Alright, let's see. Yeah, still, it's a really nice jug. These are the cups with a silver border, with frozen ones like Chibarashka. That is beautiful. It's a very delicate job. Divided into 4 parts. Well, that's right, in order not to mix oysters, chocolates, jelly, and pea soup in one plate. It's a pretty cool thing, cute. Well, it started to rain, so I had to bring everything in real quick. Alright, silver. Well, most likely. And here, Gorum. Well, it's not really silver. And this. One more crystal. Silver. Crystal. That's beautiful. It doesn't really pour out like glass. A mold is made, and then this bowl is painted by hand. They don't really paint it, but just manually cut out all these drawings. Great job, yeah? Shimmers like a diamond. Very similar to the work of a jeweler, with millimeter precision, edge by edge. It turns out to be an ornament. And now we compare the 2 bowls. It's crystal, and this is crystal. Of course, they're very different. And this one will cost much more than this one. Even though this one is bigger and thicker, right? Like a helmet. At first, we thought that this was some shamanic thing. It turned out to be for fishing. It's right down here, Japan. Barracuda. That's it. Damn, how many of them there are. Barracuda JGIG fish gathers. Yeah, it's for fishing. Maybe some like 70s or 80s. They're really old. What kind of like ornamental stuff we got here? Some drawings. What are they made on? No, it doesn't really look like skin. What is it? Unclear. Maybe some like Indian ones. It'd be pretty nice. And here we've got some old posters. Star Wars Episode 1. What year? 1999. And here we got some posters. Ah, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Also 99, also Star Wars Episode 1. Alright, you gotta be careful with these. Because these posters are from 1999 and they're about in the range of $50 to $70, and these are for also $100. Someone even sells them for $900, but here for $1,200. Oh, uranium glass. What does it look like? After the X-ray equipment, see how it glows in your hands. Uncle Sasha, you should also be glowing. Did you go back from above the X-ray equipment? From sitting on top? Yeah. Come on, just get a grip. Yeah. Oh, it should glow, yeah. Wow. I definitely, yes, maybe you should spit it all in the right glass. And this? It's glowing. Alright, it's a joke. Allegedly radioactive glass. Actually, I mean, it's really beautiful. Yeah, at the auction for 45 bids, such a glass was sold for $9, here for $10, or a jar for $24, and a chandelier for $685. And here's a plate with divisions that it turns out it's for nuts. We'll have to pour it out, for the jelly. What kind of box? But there's like a Chinese seal on it. Very old. Handmade work. But the Chinese scout is sitting in the bushes and is vigilant. Well, in the sense of being like on the alert. Like no one's going to pass by him. Lunch. It's pretty loud. Half the village is going to run up here. Everything is so old. Prussia. 1911. It's a newspaper from 78. I'm telling you, this has been laying here for a long time. And this? Such a cup like this is for like the brew ones so that they don't fall into your mouth. Deutschenberg, Germany. Dishes. All these dishes. Purchased at some place in 1894. Wow. Also got some glass over here. And here's a cup for a sussor. The year is 1894. Wow. Whoa. Whoa, this is a Bible. Alright, I suggest not to touch it now because we'll take it to our place and then we'll open them. One more. And this one in general is huge. But it's better not to open them right here. Because especially with the rain, it's just going to get wet and then it's going to dry in the balcony. Yeah, we'll just take it to our place. We'll open it carefully. But previously, this one that I opened, here it is printed in Edinburgh, Scotland. And depending on the year and condition, it can cost up to $200. But these were sold for $450 and even $570. Well, come and look. We got like a multi-ring bell. Like a caterpillar, but it's clear that it's not antique. And here are the documents for the house in 1941. And these are some photos. Playing cards. It says that there are 500 on here. Sealed with some photos. These photos are like really, really old. Like very old photos. What kind of glasses, huh? Just real antiques. We got some more. And here are some more. These are pince nez. There's a marking, a patent. Ah, and here's another one. Who said gold? Alright, we'll check it out. And such old glasses sell actually pretty well. Some are for $50, some are for $90, and these are at the auction $405, so you need to check them out. That's like a big old shot glass, like half a mouthful. This is a base for flowers. It's for dandelions. Whoa, there they go. Look how big they are. No, we can't leave them. We need to invite them to the exit. Okay, let's go. Oh, I have a turtle. Well, what was a turtle? And now it's gone. Well, look at this shell. Studded. More shells. Well, smaller ones. And here we got some kind of collection of works. 1949. King Arthur. We can see that it's really old. Oh, and here's also Robin Hood. And here's like such an old cauldron. Maybe you can still wash it. It did come in pretty handy on a hike. And these are children's clothes. What years are these from, huh? Everything is handmade. I'd say at least 100 years, probably. Oh, the Boy Scouts in Russia. Come on, Captain John Blay. And it's an empty book. Well, there were no Boy Scouts in Russia, right? No, there were. The year is 1916. There were no pioneers then either. And first they were Boy Scouts and then they became pioneers? Uncle Sasha says this for the youngsters. In general, like young people in Russia, it turns out. And even though this is 1916, the book is not expensive. It's $11. What kind of binoculars? Well, I think it's binoculars. Yeah. It works. What kind of bowls we have here? Some hieroglyphics. Chinese bowls. Or Japanese. Hager, USA. Is that it? Okay. It turned out that this was a lake, and if there were swans, it would be possible to sell it for $100. Alaska. And that's it. Now we have a stone from Alaska. Some kind of keychain. Sterling, yes. Silver. Yeah. Oh, green glass. glasses. Well, not very expensive. 6 pieces were sold for $30. And here's some transparent glass. Written Arcaroque, France. Arcaroque is good. 12 pieces. And there are some collectible plates from the wall. How do I know? By these whiskers. These are for like special fasteners at the back. And here they need to be viewed. England. Here, there, that's for standing. Also England, 1976. U.S. presidents. In general, there's a lot more in... and even ones like this. It's really nice. Like this. Roll Fenton. Here too. Okay, in general, there's a lot over here. Very nice. There is something to sell. There is. Passports. Date of birth 1918. Old passports are like that. 99, 2008. Quarters. 2 are missing. But no, oh, here they are. They just fell out. Here's another one. And, well, now we have the whole set. Nice. Star Wars, 2005. Speaks more than 500 phrases. Talkative, yeah. Okay. Well, that is a shoe. I mean, you can't really tell much by the size. It's large. And here's a second one. That's it. There we got a set. Another silver rattle. Well, look at this. 1967. That's an old one. And this is also along the dishes. Interesting devices. This is for covering. Sterling. This silver is really dirty. Also sterling. Also silver. Aw, and a fork. Not every sausage can be pierced with such a fork. Sterling. Also silver. Sterling. More dishes, 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 dishes. And here's some too. Here we open it up, and it's all fallen out. What is this? These are records. Titanic. Well, this is a book that came out after 1990. Copyright 1912. Here it is. L.T. Myers. Photos, descriptions. I wonder if this book was before he went out into the ocean, or after. Depends on which ending. Guess maybe they didn't know that it would end like that, right? DiCaprio was not aware of that. Well, that's what it seemed to me. And in good condition, such a book costs around $100. And in this not very much good condition, $40. That is, we're sitting up for $60. Oh, I told you that there was going to be a tape recorder in here. Well, it's like a projector. Here it is. Kodak. Yeah, here is a Kodak movie deck 425. The book looks like a film. It turned out to be quite inexpensive. Somewhere it was sold for $40 and some even sold it for $20. We decided on an assumption that it wasn't for a horse, but for an ox. I don't know, maybe some sort of form is unusual. More precisely, it's not for an ox, but for the oxen. For them to be held in tandem. A yoke with a wooden shaft. Marriage certificate, 1882. That was a really long time ago. What is this mystery chest? Everything is so dirty. Look. Silver. Wait, is that a hat? Ah, they wore these in the 8th century. The headdress is female. A night vase. Or pot, I mean. People like doodled in here at night. What's this for? Maybe I should, like, brush my teeth at night. I don't know. This should be silver. Brushes. Oh, and the brushes are silver. The brushes are silver. It says sterling on the side. Yeah, it's all silver. More silver. Oh, in here. There's something in here. Stone. That was unexpected. A fly on an egg. 1917. Agent New York. Military. The military wore badges like that. There's something else here. Well, as I understand it, this is the underwear of the 8th century. Sterling. Silver. I mean, it's already old, so... Therefore, it's like 200 years of the brush. Of course, there may be something falling out of it. But there is super glue for this. Mirror, mirror. Judging by the shape of mirror. But, of course, we have to sell it as a set. We need to clean it and probably put it up for auction. It's gone. Oh, it's fell out again. These silver brushes and mirrors can cost $50, $100, $250, $500, $600, $800. They are such Tiffany type setters, but they are made of gold. This set was sold for $29,000, and this one for $35,800. But ours are not like that, and when searching for similar items in different places, you can find them for different prices. Let's just say a brush on eBay was sold with a delivery for more than $100. A cast iron frying pan. More silver objects. This is also silver. And you got some hooks like this. I think that they're used when making like corsets, to tighten them. They like hooked it on with this thing. Or maybe they did something with for the teeth. That it's unclear. Oh, and look at this thing over here. It's like a bell like this. Well, look at me see that they wore it a lot. The bell was probably bundled with this thing on an oxen somewhere. Nice. Yeah, it's a very good thing. And here's a whole collection of Tom Sawyer. Harry Potter. Harry Potter is selling well. Yes, all 7 books. Good. In the region of like $50. Dale Carnegie. How to Stop Working and Start Living. We're here because we have not read this book. It is necessary to read and start living. It's a good book to read. Carry, load. We're going to start living in a new way. Change the business. Or more precisely, whatever. We're just going to quit the business. Here's an album of stamps, 1920 to 1929. And it is not empty. Well, it's about that they aren't really glued in. They should be in files. Well, not like real bad, but whatever. We'll leave it. We'll see what the time is. And since we stopped working, it should be time to appear. We will look at the stamps. So, in this silver bowl, Paul Revere, but it's written in here that it's a reproduction. But Kirkin stands production. It's heavy, and it weighs about 765 grams. What do you think about this jug? Do you think that it's silver plated? Man, that's bad. A jug would be inexpensive. There's an engraving on here, so initials. Alright, so before selling it, it needs to be clean, because, we don't really like selling things that are dirty, and if you clean it, the price will be higher. If it was the original, do you know how much this thing would cost? $15,000. 15, well, I think that maybe like 4. But reproduction is also expensive. Reproduction will cost $700 or $800. Let's try to clean it. A special mint for silver. And that's it. And the surface will be completely mirrored. Isn't it beautiful? Well, it's like like a mirror. The jug is pretty inexpensive, but it's still graded. It's beautiful. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so books. And in general, we looked at the books. This one, which I've already opened, it could be up from $200 to $700 and we can sell it. And the year is written on here. Here it is MDCCXCI. So that's the year. That means 1791. 1791. This is a very old book. And in good condition, this one could be sold for $550. And in our case, I think that we could sell it for like $300 to $350, right? This little one was printed in London. And this number says that it was printed in 1851. Not as old as this one, but still pretty cool. Okay, that's good. In this state, how much do you think we can sell it for? Well, I rate it for $250. We put it in the exhibit for a little more expensive, but you've already put it out. Yeah, for $500. For $500. And what year is this? 1863. That's good. She's in really good condition for how long? Can you sell it for $300? Yeah. And here is the biggest Bible. Well, it's like, the condition like that, not for $5, but wow, it's beautiful inside. 1878. That's high quality printing. Well, I found it, and they sell it even for $650 on Amazon. I think like $300, $350, whatever. 300 plus. Okay. Whoa. Oh, this is really heavy. We carefully remove the Bible so as not to damage them. And let's see what else we got. Let's shake the bell, and we see that dirt has fallen from it. And we found some albums like this. And here are some very old envelopes. 34th year, also 34. 33, 33. Here along with the stamps of 1872. And the stamps, you really need to be checked. 1881. If you're gonna look, it looks like a check. 1865. With stamps and everything. $184. Can you imagine? In 1869. That was a lot to buy. 1866. That might be worth it, by the way. 1872. And the letters will need to be carefully checked because some are inexpensive and some were sold for $60, $120, $390, and some very rare ones for $3,500. Therefore, they will need to be reviewed again. Is it envelopes or what is it? I don't know. Mark 2 cents. Well, listen, we're going to have to sort these out. These are a few stamps at the end. This needs to be rechecked. Here is an album with stamps. Japanese. Iceland. Greece. In general, we've got a few stamps here. Is this for matches, or does it? Yeah, such silver matchboxes can be sold for $200, and some are even sold for $1,500 and $1,800. One like ours is inexpensive, and it is on sale for $300, and so the price could be like $100 or $200. It may be $100, or it may be $1,000. We don't really know yet. It's a really good unit, 17th, 18th, 19th century, a lot of old things. In general, it's really cool when antiques are being sold. In general, what do we got money-wise? We got our money back and counted just over $2,000 profit, but this is for now because it may cost much more than we think. Oh, look, just like that, 1620. Do you understand how these frying pans have grown since then? It's like inflation, right? It used to just be nothing. Little microwaves are like that. In general, we clean it, put it up for sale, and what will be sold for how much, Yevgeny will put up in the calculation on his Instagram page. That was our unit for today. Subscribe to our video and put likes on it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I wish everyone the best of health and take care of yourselves. See you soon.